Okay, so we're going to work on our first set of video notes for the flipped classroom. And on the top of your notes, you should always put the date and the title. And you can kind of make sure what the title is based like this. This is functions and relations. So you could title it functions and relations. So we're going to talk about a couple different things. We have a relation, which is a set of coordinates or ordered pairs. So basically, like if you have some coordinates, right? Or you could have -2 and 5 and maybe 0 and 6, and we graph those, that would be a relation. Or if you had a equation like 2x plus 5, that could be a relation also. As long as you have points, you have a relation, so it pretty much means anything. Now function's a little bit different. Function means every coordinate on the graph has an x value that's not repeated. So up here, if let's say I had 2 and 5, you can see I have a 2 here and a 2 here. So this is a relation, but it's not a function because it has two x values that are the same. And then we can also check out if it's a function or not by the vertical line test. So if I were to graph those 2 points, let's do it over here, and I had, here's 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a little bit off. There's that 0.25, and then I had 2, what is that, -3? That point would be right here, and if I were to draw a line through it, it goes through that. If I could draw a straight line, you could see it goes through that in 2 spots. Therefore, it's not a function, it's just a relation. Okay, so you might want to pause the video and take a minute to write down in your notes what a relation is, what a function is, and what the vertical line test is. And feel free to use my notes or write it in your own words. So just take a minute and write down those 3 things. So we're going to look at this first example. So first of all, I want to know, is this a relation or is it a relation and a function? Because it's obviously got, oops, I didn't do very good on that. It's obviously got points. Almost everything's a relation. Oops, darn it. Okay, so we want to know, is it just this or is it both of those things? So I'm going to look at 2 different things here. Okay, I know it's a function if I only have one set of x's. I also know if it passes the vertical line test, it's a function. So let's just take a couple of points here. So if I just pick a couple of points here, I might pick this one, I might pick these 4, look like good points here. And let's see, I make a little table. Okay, so this is coordinate, it goes over 0 and up 5. So x is 0 and y is 5. This is over 5 and up nothing. So we have x is 5 and y is 0. Here we went down 5. No, we went down 5 over 0. So it'd be 0 for my x and 5 for my y. And then here we have -5 and 0. Okay, so I can see here, I have this where x is 0 and x is 0. This makes right there not a function. And function can be abbreviated as FCN. Okay, so because my x's repeat here, it is not a function, it's just a relation. And if we want to do our vertical line test, we could come down here. Okay, oops, that's not what I wanted, sorry. And really I could draw, oops, it's not working out well. I want the line, there we go. If I draw a line through here, or really kind of anywhere, you can see it passes through it in more than one spot, right? So the x is the same here, here. And the x is the same here and here. If it makes a vertical line, x's have to repeat. So you think about it, this is x is 2. So this is a coordinate of 2, -5, 2, -4, 2, -3, 2, -2, and so on. So if it's part of a vertical line, the x's is the same. In fact, if you remember from last year, the equation of this line is x equals 2. Oops, I put 3. The equation of this line is x equals 2. Okay? And the equation of this line would be, if it was over a little bit, x equals -2. Anyway, but it's that because the x is 2 for any coordinate on this line. So we got two ways to check it. We can make a table to see if any of the x's repeat. That's not a function. Or we can do our vertical line test if we're given a graph, and if it goes through it in more than one spot in any place of the graph, we know it's not a function either. Okay, so let's look at one more example here. All right, so here, mostly when you have a graph, it's easier if it's something drawn out just to do your vertical lines. So if I were to draw a vertical line, and I know these aren't great lines, but I can see it only goes through it one place, one place, one place, one place. And this is going forever out in these directions. So at no point is it going to go through it twice. So I'd say this is a relation and a function. Okay? So let's check and see how you do on this now. So I'm going to give you a couple of screens and you're going to tell me whether it is a function or not. Okay? So right here you're going to look at this and I want you to tell me if it's just a relation, a function, or a relation and a function. Okay, moving on to the next one. Is this a relation, a function, or a relation and a function? And this one, is it a relation? Is it a function? Is it a relation and a function? Oh, and that's it. All right, so that's it. Notes, did your problems. We took 7 minutes. We're done.